Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about a vintage knife design that I think is really, really cool. This specific knife is the United Cutlery 927. All right, this is probably made somewhere in the 90s, possibly late 80s. I'm not sure exactly when this was first released. But you can see it's a small little knife here. All right, it's a lock back, and there's two finger grooves. All right, it's pretty comfortable to hold down here. It's a small little knife. What makes this really unique is when you hit the lock, you can see that it doesn't close all the way. It actually turns into a dagger. So this particular knife design is actually readily used. I mean, I've seen this on multiple knives, including other production knives, as well as custom-made knives. So I'm not exactly sure who holds the patent on this, if United Cutlery was the first, company to do this or not. I really have no idea. So if we take a closer look here, all right, let's look at this tang stamp. Again, this is United Cutlery, all right, so UC927. It just says stainless steel Taiwan, does not mention the type of steel. I'd have to imagine either a 420 or maybe a 440C, something along those lines. It is only sharpened on one side, okay, so this is our sharpened edge here. This is the spine of the blade. Now, when I depress the lock, you can see how this works. You have a very short lock bar, okay, and you can hear it ends here, so it will not actually go further than this point. It is either locked in this position here or locked in the upright position, okay? So technically, I suppose this is considered a fixed blade because the knife blade is never actually hidden inside of any type of handle or anything. It's always exposed. No matter what position it's in, that edge is exposed, okay? So very interesting. I guess you'd consider this a folding fixed blade. Maybe. Now, something about the push dagger is a lot of people consider this to be maybe a self-defense style knife. All right, something that you're going to use in a defensive manner very, very effectively because you have a full grip on it, and it's not going to get taken away from you or fall out very easily at all. So yes, it's a very, very effective self-defense style. And then you go back to this portion here and you have a good little utility blade. However, I did want to mention that the push dagger style is actually very utilitarian. All right. Number one, when you have this in your hand, whether it's in your middle finger here or if you put it in, the first two fingers or in between the first two fingers, the coolest thing about a push dagger is that it allows you to make cuts, but also have access to your hands. Because I'm pinching this between these two fingers, I can have an open hand here. I can actually manipulate things. Okay, so let's say, on a ladder, and I'm doing some kind of work on a ladder, right? I need to make a cut. There you go, I made my cut, but I don't have to necessarily put the knife away. I can still have full, access to my fingertips. I can manipulate things, if I have to. I can take this little split ring off, while I'm actually still holding the knife. All right, so it's actually pretty useful as far as utility style, besides self-defense. All right, but obviously, once you unlock that and put it back to this point here, then you can get into nice, fine cutting as well. It's a really, really cool design. As far as the sheath, it only holds this in the dagger position. Okay, you see it's on a little split ring again, so it's like, I wouldn't have it on a keychain, but maybe you can use it as a neck knife or something, or attached to a bag. It's a very, very cheap sheath. You can see how much play is in this. Okay, it is an older knife, even though it's locked in this position. There's a little bit of play in the open position, or I keep saying open, the upright position, I suppose. Tiny bit of play as well. If you heard that, that was Gus. Gus farted in the background. Hey, it happens. I've gone many, many videos without him farting. So there you go, if you happen to hear that. But yeah, back to the knife. Super, super cool. Like I said, totally love the design. Whenever I actually show this to people, I of course show it like this, and then they're like, oh, that's pretty cool, cool knife. And then I, of course, drop it and show them that it also, goes to a dagger position, and people are always blown away by it. So yeah, I mean, this is, United Cutlery, it makes a lot of cheaper type stuff. Originally, I can't imagine this being more than $15 or $20. It is a cheap knife because it's so old, 25, 30 years, whatever it happens to be. It's going to be hard to find. You're not going to be able to, go to Walmart and buy this or anything. You could probably find them maybe on eBay every now and again, but keep in mind, this is just a representation of this style. I really, really love this style. I just think it's so cool. There's custom makers doing this. Again, there's other production knife companies if people know them, because I can't think of any offhand. I have seen them over the years, But if you can, you know, think of other production knives that have the same exact design, post it down below. People, of course, want to check it out. When I make these videos on these older knives, people love them, and then it stinks because it's hard to get. So they want to go buy one and they don't know where to find them. Like I said, eBay is probably the best bet, besides maybe getting lucky and finding it at a garage sale or something. You know, it's just one of those things. Older knives are harder to obtain. But anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it was a really, really interesting design. And just in case you haven't seen it before, now you have. So that's pretty much it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.